Severe MMA here at Bellator 223, and Charlie Leary, welcome to the Bellator win column. And you're not given opponents that you can walk over. Chris Bongard coming off a big win over Terry Brazier. How does it feel?
Man, I'm super happy. Bongard is a top professional, real tricky guy, real tough competitor, and to dominate the way that I did, super happy. I think everyone seemed to be sleeping on my ground game and stuff like that, and I think I proved, even with the loss against Redmond, I've got a ground game, man. He's a legit high-level black belt, and I've got sweeps, I've got top. I just didn't quite do enough, and I think I proved just then against a guy who finished Brazier in under 2 minutes, legit ground game, and I just dominated the ground game all the way through the fight. So I'm super happy.
You don't take easy fights. I mean, even on the regional circuit, your last fight was Rob C4 Sinclair. You're not ever facing bums. What was the game plan for Bongard?
You know what? I feel like everyone comes out and wants to wrestle me. And Bongard was no different, I felt, but I feel like he had a lot of crazy stuff that he throws. Flying triangles, which he tried, spinning elbows, which he tried, spinning back kicks and stuff like that. So I knew I had to be wary of the crazy with him. I felt like cardio-wise and pressure-wise and strength-wise, I could hang with him. I knew my boxing and my stand-up's going to be better. It was just whether I could initiate the scrambles, get top position and work my top game, and it just worked perfectly. And I stayed away from the crazy stuff.
Was there any fear that perhaps if the fight hadn't gone your way, maybe the Bellator run? Did you still have another fight?
Well, on my contract, I still got a couple of fights, but I haven't had lost 2 on the trot since I turned pro, like my third fight or something like that. I think I lost 2 or 3 on the trot. So it's always in the back of your mind. Damn. I've got to come back from that loss, even though it was close. And I feel like that fight against Redmond actually pushed me up. Everyone went, oh yeah, but he did hang. Okay, it's a loss. But again, it's on your record, that's a loss. People look at it, it's a loss. You lose again, that's 2 on the trot. They start going, maybe not. Oh, maybe if someone pulls up, we give him a first fight on the prelims or something like that. Where I beat Bongard, I've seen people have him ranked number 8 in the lightweight rankings for Bellator. So that just shoots me straight up there. People can see and they look back at my fights. I think he said it well in an interview. He said, like, yes, my record's 15-10 or 16-10 now, but you look at the guys that I fought, I don't take easy fights. And all the fights, apart from, like I say, back when I first turned pro and I was taking stupid fights at welterweight and all sorts, I haven't been completely dominated. I haven't been blitzed or anything like that. And they've all been tough fights against top opponents. I fought, 5 regional title fights. Then I went over to the Middle East and for title contention. Do you know what I mean? And then Bellator, I've had 3 fights. 2 wins, 1 loss, but that loss wasn't a disgrace, do you know what I mean? So I feel like I'm pushing, I want the top guys, anyone that they can give me that's going to put me up further in the rankings. I don't want to give me fights, I want tough fights I can come out and prove.
If I'm going to ask for it. Got a name? Brazier's just...
Brazier, I wanted Brazier. When he first signed, you can ask my manager, you see the messages. When Brazier signed and I was already signed, I said, get me that fight. I won that fight. Norman Park was another one, because he called me out a little while back when I was fighting on another promotion. I said, Park, Brazier have signed, get me that fight. I'll take that all day long. It didn't come around. I got Green, then I got Redmond, which, man, Redmond, like I say, top guy, top professional. So I can't complain at that. Brazier's just got a win. To be fair to him, he actually looked better in that than he did before. I was quietly impressed with actually his hands this time. So I think that would be a great fight. If they want it, I'll take it, man. And that's got to be on a main card in London somewhere.
All right, certainly a fan-friendly fight, and not for Dublin, please. Over in the UK.
Yes, please. Yeah. Let's get that going.
Where do we see you going in the next 2 years? Because again, you are probably, I've just said it to Kate Jackson, so it's like I'm repeating myself, but there's a few on this card who are flying underneath the radar of the mainstream. What do you need to do to...
You know what, I don't know whether it's because our team is only just getting into the big leagues, whether it's because we started off a tiny team, because I'm not this mouthy guy on social media and giving it out all the time. I mean, you come and watch my fights. Okay, it was more of a ground fight this time, but I feel like it was an exciting fight. Do you know what I mean? We come to fight. Me and Bongard come to...
Mixed martial arts.
Exactly, this is it. And I think you'll always get a decent fight out of me. I'm coming to give everything I've got, win, lose or draw. But I just think maybe I don't do enough on social media. Maybe I don't push it enough. Maybe I don't mouth off enough. But I'm not that guy. I mean, bad blood, it's half of it's not real. Do you know what I mean? I haven't got bad blood with these guys. And what's going to make me happy? I'm going in the cage to beat him up on the next day. Why get in his face on the Friday? Why push and shove? But maybe that's my downfall. Maybe if we pushed and shoved at the weigh-ins, people would talk about it and they'd tune in. So
Well, if you can, as
knows?
long as some of your mates like Mr.
Yep.
Gooden keep kind of
Yes,
push,
yeah,
keep
that would
kind
be
of
great.
push.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
Look, there's going to be a ton of people want to talk to you. Before we let you go, anyone you'd like to give a shout out
Yes.
to? Anyone you'd like to thank?
I really have to say thank you. Obviously, David Lee, Reece Stocker, Daniel Thomas, my corner, all the guys at Team Crossface, everyone. I know I'm going to forget names, but Glenn, Chris, Sam, Omar, Martin Hudson, my sponsors, Whiskey Wolf, Excel, Sweet Sweat, Budo, DK Electrical. But then for this fight, because I'm getting a little bit older, I've actually tried looking at my recovery a lot more. And I had a place called N2 Cryo, round by Watford Way, with a cryo chamber and the sleeves and stuff, compression sleeves, was a massive help with recovery. And then my masseuse, Chanel, who is Deadly Shins on Instagram. Check him out. He's by far the best massage I've ever had in my life, and they got me through to the fight. There was times in that camp that was tough times, couldn't get through, and then people and Glenn, the physio, my physio Glenn, superb. Couldn't thank him enough. Everyone, friends, family, my wife, obviously my little one. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for watching, man. Thank you for watching.
Always a pleasure to watch you work, Charlie, and I can't
really
wait to see you
appreciate
do it again.
Really appreciate
Thank
it.
you,
Thank you
sir.
very much.